look, we're all about gender equality here. This is what we're all about. Okay. Look, we're even gonna be equal in that, you know, we got 2 dudes, 2 gals. I just need to do that there. Oh, yeah. And then have it not show that stuff. There. Look. We are so ready to kick ass. Man. Why is Gajarg wearing nothing, like, lame? What the heck? What is wrong with this game? Whoops, the wrong thing. With the new playable character they added here, why'd they decide to be lame? What is up with that, huh? Developers didn't want to just, like, put him in, like, a pair of undies and that's it. I mean, look at Al. I've also noticed when I was trying to, like, find some fashion gear for Gajarg that his options are a lot more limited. There's a lot of armor types that he just can't equip compared to, like, all the rest of the cast. I guess because he's, like, a non-human or slash, like, non-human type or something like that. So his options are just, like, way more limited compared to everyone else, and it kind of sucks, honestly. It's gone woke. Yeah, we're gonna use that excuse, like, in a Final Fantasy VII. Man, anyone watching just the Xenoblade stuff is gonna be, like, so lost. We were making fun of how people, like, call things woke and try to avoid playing certain games because it's too woke, is what we were making fun of specifically. Why are they, like, fusing together? I'm now noticing, like, Al's kind of darker skin tone compared to a lot of the rest of the cast. Man, sucks to suck, man. So I was gonna say, like, gender equality with this party, but now it's not. I guess I could swap him out and put Nagi in here or something, but, like, sucks to suck. I'll go accept this so it's in my inventory, I guess. But, so this is the quest that I would have gotten for completing Definian Downfall, and by taking the route of, sparing Fortune, the AI bot that was ordering around the Definians and stuff like that. That's what this one is. But you would get a different quest if you wanted to, like, kill her. I have a question for you, Harmonia. Why are you guys wearing, like, minimal clothes? Except for that guy that's still, like, fully clothed for some reason. You have a look on your face like, do I know you? It's me, Aria, the Definian. Oh. Let's see here. I assume that, like, the voice changed as well. This is the form I took to live in New LA. I've been enjoying it, honestly. I haven't seen Mother around lately. Have you heard anything? Don't tell me she got on your nerves so much you had her scrapped. There has been temptation on multiple occasions. She is a bit of a bitch. Believe me, I understand the impulse. Even after Professor B's little attitude adjustment, he maintains the personality of an overgrown child. Just thinking about how that thing gave birth to my sisters and me is enough to split my head. Again, nothing that I've done during this playthrough, but if you want to see, it's during the playthrough like 3 years ago. The relevant quests. Looks aside, the fact that you haven't heard anything makes me even more concerned. I can't give orders directly to my sisters anymore, but there are still plenty of people who would listen. Worship her even. Lately, I've been seeing her speaking with a Definian named Livia an awful lot. Think I could ask you to track Mother down? She has run off. I'm certain there's a whole unpleasant plot behind it. Yeah, I'll do that at some point here. Oh, there's a view bot to ban really quickly. Yeah, welcome to the obligatory beach episode. If this was the obligatory beach episode, there's a lot of, like, beach swim kind of wear that you unlock in this game. I've probably unlocked a whole bunch by now. And that is less clothes than we are wearing currently, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I only ever bring trouble to your doorstep. Know that I appreciate your help. Doesn't make sense to look for Livia first, since she's the Definian who Mother was contacting. I assume she's still in New LA, but, well, she's a Definian. She'll be disguised as a human. Guess there's nothing for it, save to ask around. Track her down whenever she decides to show herself. Press her for what she knows about Mother. I'll do that at some point here. Let's go accept this thing for now. But yeah, these bots are coming up with some interesting names, aren't they? I'll go accept these quests so they're in my pocket. And then I'm wrapping up stream, because I did the things that I wanted to do here. Moi moi. Oh, this is the quest line that I did that led to the Not Monado that I already did during the last playthrough, so I can feel free to do it off camera here. In the words of Shulk, I am really feeling it. We are really feeling it here. Yeah. You, Harmonia? As I get like other emotes made for the channel, I know that some channels will have a gasm emote of like a character, you know, maybe like biting a lip, really blushing on the face, and just, you know, having that kind of look and stuff. And I always thought, like, you know, that seems kind of odd. I don't know if that's something that I'd ever have around my channel. But when I was thinking about like potential emotes around here, what characters work great for them, I thought about Shulk, making Shulk into one of those kinds of emotes and having like the prefix or the postfix, I guess, on it being feel. It's the feel emote, you know, and it being Shulk. And I don't know if I'd ever see about commissioning one of those, but I think it would be kind of funny, honestly. No concern for the claps, boy. Friend is very kind, for you see, till Brother Pond comes back with sort of legendariness, Moi is broke. Like that idea, I presume. Moi, so hungry. Playing dead to minimize energy consumption. No need to worry. Only playing dead for now. So yeah, I finished off the last quest that I had off camera. Because I already did this whole quest line before. Don't forget about Moi. Take this last piece of food to hungry Brother Pond on his journey, but please. Bread and a circus. So I'm pretty sure I would have done that because I did this whole plot line. As Moi heard. Moi was in the west part of Ibra Ravine in Oblivia. Moi said sort of legendariness was in reach, but he was too hungry to carry on. So please, bring this last piece of bread to him. Are you okay? No. Worry about Brother Pond more than Moi. Nopon, who collapsed inside New LA, is napping. Nopon, who collapsed outside New LA, is lunch. Please, save Brother Pond. Alright, do I have any other green to grab around here? Oh yeah, this I better grab. Professional. Sure, let's go get this in my pocket here. Is what I shall do. And then after this stream, it might actually just be like quite some time before the next time that I stream this game. Like, the next time might just be Megaland, potentially. But I wanted to do this because, like, I want to do all the affinity missions on stream. I want to do any new content on stream if I end up doing any new content. And, like, you know, there was new stuff with Mia, and I needed the Hresfelig stuff. So that stuff needed to be on camera because it's new stuff I haven't done. So, new party member and Hresfelig stuff, that's done. I don't think there's anything else that I need to, like, be showcasing here immediately or anything. Hey, Harmonia, you've been to Silverlum, haven't you? I suppose you've seen anybody who looked like the boss there. Professor B, that is. So he's your boss there? The professor started a new company called Factory 1.21 that sells weapons and blades. I mean, he had to do something to pay off that debt, you know? I work there now, and whenever I call him professor, he snaps at me, right? He keeps saying that the CEO deserves to be called boss, so I just do it. Typical, right? When he started the company, he was belly aching about it non-stop, you know? Now he fancies himself some kind of tycoon. He took off for Silverlum to gather materials for a new product we're rolling out. And now I've pretty much lost all contact with him. He headed out there in the Mirror Mobile. Oh, that works again? So it's not like traveling back should take very long, you know? Or any time at all. If he doesn't come back, Factory 1.21 will go under. And I'll never receive all the money he owes me. I'll be left holding the bag on a small mountain of debts, which means I'll be totally ruined. I'll just disappear into the void like the professor, warned by no one. Evan, it wouldn't be fair to be the only one to survive this nightmare now, would it? Come with me. Go a place beyond debts and liabilities. But please try to calm down, okay, Graham? We don't know anything about the professor for certain. It's gone silent. You run away to the future? Who knows? Hell, who can ever know? However you went, it's all over for us. Well, what about you? Will you come with us as well? There's nothing in this life to miss. Sure. Don't you go all crazy on me too, okay? What reason do you have to give up on life anyway? I'll just take a deep breath here. Won't be fair to be the only one not in underwear, this is true. Hey, so Harmonia, is there any way I can convince you to go look for the professor out in Silverlum? Factory 1.21's fate is on the line, you know, so you won't skimp on the reward. You mind? I'm less worried about the professor at this point than I am about what Graham will do if he doesn't get back soon. Professional. Yeah, I'll do that at some point here. I don't need to track it. Thank you. Mirror Mobile should be somewhere in Silverlum's North Cinder Dunes, okay? So if it's fully restored, is it like the car that I selected in this playthrough? It's like the super fancy, expensive one. It's like full red again. Maybe you'll find some sign of Professor B nearby? Oh, I think when he turned it into the Mirror Mobile, it like lost that color anyway and all look the same. I don't know. regardless of wherever or whenever he's run off to. I need you to drag him back here pronto, alright? I got tons of things I still need the professor to teach me, you know? Graham and I both need him. Damn, you're pretty caked. He's important to me too. Yeah, damn. Alright, nutty guy, the world's most suspicious with the world's most suspicious backstory. Professor is awfully popular, isn't he? Alright, any more green I need to get in my pocket? Oh, there's one here. Missing in action. I'll go get into my pocket, I guess. Should I go this way? Here, I'm just gonna go get all the green quests in my pocket. Also, now that it's been like a little while since beating the game, I have been reflecting on like the new epilogue content and how much I like it. I do kind of like that they are trying to make efforts to tie stuff in together. It feels like the more and more I think about it, very evident that it was not at all like the plan that they originally had in mind for the story of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I am very curious what that original vision would be. And I do worry that that it feels like it kind of gets in the way of what the original vision would have been, because like the game is all about, you know, go make a new life on this planet, and like this is where we're stuck in forever, so we need to figure out how to make life work here. And then like the epilogue is like, now we're dipping out. I can see how that does very much kind of invalidate like the whole premise of the game, and like the whole themes about like making things work across on this new home, when it's just like, yeah, we're dipping out just so that we can tie stuff together in like future games. So like I get that, you know. Gosh dang it, these guys are just gonna be annoying here. So is Mr. Dudo in this cave here somewhere for this one thingamabob? So it's like, I did appreciate how it continued like some of the themes that were going on with the game, like finished off some of the plot points, like with the whole Elma's partner tandem skell thing, and with Al, the whole stuff with finding out who the Great One is and wrapping up that plot point and kind of wrapping that into the overall picture and stuff. Heck. I go too far here. You know, so I appreciate that kind of stuff, but I do realize how it does kind of, you know, take away from what we're doing. And if I wasn't already addicted to, you know, Xenoblade Chronicles X from playing this game before, I think if I was playing this casually and I saw that they just kind of leave Mira at the end, I think that would really kill my motivation to go around doing a whole bunch of, you know, extra stuff here on Mira, when it's like, what's the point? Like, they just dip out anyway, and then there goes some of my motivation and stuff. I feel like I would feel that maybe as a casual player. Not 100% sure, because I can't get that experience again. This is, what, my 4th time playing through this game, and 3rd time on the channel, so like, I don't know. I wonder if we'll get a Xenoblade X2. I thought that for a while, but considering the epilogue of this game, I'd say that the answer is pretty easily no. That this was a one-off. We're just on Mira for this game, that's it. And whatever the next Xeno thing is, it's going to get like tying the different stuff together. I'm glad that I got like clarity on what the heck the friggin' radio broadcast was in the Xenoblade 3 DLC, that like, yep, it's not oh, I could have gone in a different way after all. That it really doesn't mean that they're in the same universe, rather that there's just like parallels between these universes, similarities, and so like different universes have different Klaus equivalents, and you know, that universe had its own version of Project Exodus, which worked differently and stuff like that, and their own version of Dimitri from Xenosaga and stuff. So, you know, I liked how it tied some stuff together. But for those that complain about like it kind of invalidating the whole theme of coming together on this planet and finding a way to survive here, kind of being invalidated because you just dip out and the planet's gone and stuff, I do get it. And like the whole, it's something about this planet, when it turns out it really wasn't anything about this planet, it's more like the whole multiversal thing that it's about. It does make me really kind of want to see what that original Xenoblade Chronicles X vision was that they had in mind before they wanted to wrap it into like all the other Xeno kind of stuff. Like, what do they have in mind? What were they cooking here that we'll never get to see? Like, at least there's a ending that we can say like, hey, this is canon and stuff and things are being tied together. But what was the original vision? What were they cooking? And that's something that I've been thinking about a decent bit since beating the game. So, you know, I still don't completely mind the epilogue, but I do get the complaints that people have with it. And I have been thinking on it a decent bit. And like, hey, should we be going around like seeing all these quest lines about like forging relationships long term when you find out that you're not really sticking around on this planet? I guess you still have these relationships long term as you dip into another universe and stuff. Yeah, I think it very much felt that way. It seemed like it very much teased at a sequel. So I do wonder what they would have been cooking with that. But like, we'll never see that now. We're never going to be coming back to Mira again. This is a one-off kind of adventure here. But since it's never going to be seen through anyway, I wonder if they would be open to like discussing what would have happened in like any developer interviews or stuff like that. Because I would be curious to hear just the general idea. What did they have in mind? What direction were they going to take it? I am curious. But now that they for sure can't with the way that they took the epilogue, that should be fair game information to share, right? Because I'm genuinely curious. Meh. Where did Brother Pon Tatsu go? What is Jisoo supposed to do without Brother Pon? Oh, I think I did this quest in the thingamabob before. You're out. Lynn is in. You're not getting stripped down because I don't feel like it. Also, you're a child. Here. Quite the cast we have here. All right, enough play. Roll call. Can I like zoom in like a? How? Hold on. No. Out just a little bit. It's one of those streams now. This is what happens when it's like 3:26 in the morning. One of those now. Watch this just become like my thumbnail. Dang it. If only I could do like a micro adjustment a little bit better. There, I think that's as good as it's getting. Tatsu, Yoyatsu, Gotsu, Mamutsu. Here. Here. This is what happens when you let the player have control over their camera angle and cutscenes. Here. Good, that everyone. Now. Something funny here. Again. Tatsu, Yoyatsu, Gotsu, Mamutsu. Here. 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 Satsu not here. Where? When? What do we do? What happened? What is that emote? McButt. Ah, it played friend of Datapon. Tatsu not Datapon Fuzzbrain. Tatsu is Brother Pon. What's going on here? Siblings play a game of hide and seek, but one missing. What? That's terrible. Hurry up and search for him. Which one is missing? Satsu. This area home to many dangerous critters. Everybody, start looking. Right. Satsu always sleeping. Probably wandered off somewhere to take a nap. Teacher just hope nothing come along to turn him into a sleepy snack. Careful as he searches, I guess, here. But if Tatsu not hurry, little Brother Pon could get gobbled up. Split up and search independently. It's the same thing here. But someone should probably stay. Though nothing if Satsu come back and no one around to yell at him. There's so many no Pon here. Got it, Datapon. Ditsu stay here. Brother Pon. Got it, Datapon. Ditsu stay here. Yutsu head to Seabound Coil Tree. Gotsu search Sunlit Spring. They're all gonna get lost out. Mamutsu look around Dekapotomon. And Tatsu and friends search around Caravan. I'll get wild bunny whiskers for getting that. Bunny emotes are a weird place on Twitch, as some creators aren't allowed to have them purely because Twitch doesn't like the person, but others are fine because Twitch likes the person. Good old Twitch. Yeah, that sounds like good old Twitch there. Please find Tatsu. Alright, I think I have like one more thing to get in my pocket. Here, you're out again now, and we're going back to like our squad. You know what I could do, actually? Is it just set up this way anyway? Because I like stripped off his armor and never changed it. Rather than getting like him with his weird armor that like, how the heck is this everything off? I already know that Nagi is set up for that. Look, he's dressed for the occasion. He was ready for this day. Look. Where the hell? Oh, here we go. They're loading in. Look, we're good now. Now there can be zero complaints about about our party setup here. Here, let me just get this quickly, and then I'm wrapping up the stream. Just in case this is something that I haven't done before, and then if it's like a collectible kind of thing, then I can do it before the next time, and then go around redeeming a whole bunch of random quests and stuff. Is what I can do. So, I mean, go get this one really quickly here. My characters do take a few more frames longer to load than they should, but it's never that long. Okay, so I'm getting like an unusual amount of lag. Where the heck is this thing? I don't see this question mark. There's intel. Oh, here, like tucked in here. Ooh, this away, please. Look at the squad. They're all turning that way now. What a game this is. Bad news. So bad. Very terrible. The worst. This is biggest crisis in career of Kuta. What? Did you get shot in the head on your effort to deliver the platinum chip? Precious cargo of Kuta has been stolen. An only clue Kuta have about perpetrator is that it's some kind of huge thing. Kuta never get cargo back with only that to go on. Though if it actually so huge, Kuta might not be able to do much even if he knew. Still, all of it 100% bad news. Crisis, disaster. Friend was paying attention to woeful tale of Kuta, yes? Friend was, in that case, Friend is fated to help Kuta out. Also, Friend would be a huge jerk to hear all that and just leave. As for more information. Friend will help then. Kuta was napping when cargo was stolen. Kuta know dismayingly little about what happened. About it being something huge only came from friend ponds after the fact. Many friend ponds of Kuta saw the huge thief. Kuta went around asking about it, but details still awfully fuzzy. Though to be fair, Kuta loved to talk, but only tolerate listening. That's his important disclaimer. Good first step to getting back cargo of Kuta would be for Friend to hear what friend ponds of Kuta have to say. Friend looks like good listener. Kuta is good talker, so that is expert opinion. Good luck, Friend, and many thanks. Okay, well, this is a great view, isn't it? Well, gonna be one of those ones. I'm here anyway, may as well chat. I don't remember if I did this one before. Oh ho ho, customer! Welcome, friend! I'm not here to shop. I'm only here looking for a huge thing that stole cargo of Kuta. Well, I saw it. It came from the sky. It got dark all around so fast. Banana thought night came early. Then a huge thing came crashing down. It picked up cargo with wiggly, wobbly arms and legs and then swooped off. The thing was over in seconds. Oh, and it flew off toward west. It felt kind of southy too. It was definitely on left-hand side of Wanana. Not sure what direction Wanana was facing at the time though. But who care about details? Not Wanana! Still, Wanana hope Friend can get cargo back soon. Wanana will take big hit without it. A new product is big hit? Not like that. When profits take big hit. No siree. You are never banned for butt emotes though, just Twitch might remove them. No actual punishment. Oh, interesting. If, assuming I had extra emote slots to work with, which I can always put like a static emote in an animated slot and just save it as a GIF, but then it's basically a static emote, so I have those slots to work with. If I were to put in like, just like a pure screenshot, because I cannot draw for the life of me here, of someone's butt in a video game, who the heck would it be? If it was someone from this game, would it be someone like Al or something? From other games in general, I feel like a good option. You can tell that I've considered this before. If the day ever came that I put in an actual butt emote, I feel like probably like the best, most well-known kind of meme option would probably be Solid Snake. I kind of feel like.
Okay.
Welcome to General Store of Nana. What is Friend eating today? But would you be able to tell at a glance that it's Solid Snake if one was made? Like, it would be very much like, you know, his kind of gray wear and stuff like that. That you could tell, like, okay, that's kind of like Solid Snake. But I mean, you also can't really tell at like a glance. But I mean, like, in terms of just like famous butts in video games, I feel like that is like the easiest go-to option, you know? The clubs of his cheeks alerts all the cards. Exactly, you know? Like, that is the most easy kind of layup option of like, people see that and they might even know what character it's from, you know? So if I ever did one, like, it would probably have to be that, right? Realistically. Welcome to General Store of Nana. What is Friend eating today? Friend wants information on thief who stole cargo from courier? Well, Nana saw a huge thing that rumbled the ground as it came running. It has to be slithery, snitching snake of rumors. Also, it breathed fire, just like stories say. Nana was worried it would cut off entire general store, but it didn't. Still, Nana lucky to be alive. Extremely fortunate. Basically miraculous, really. Regardless, better to lose some stock and stay alive. Probably best to start looking for next mission. And I strongly recommend friend give up trying to chase down huge thief thing. Much too dangerous. And I think if if anyone did go in from like the Xenoblade Chronicles series, it would have to be Malos from Xenoblade 2. Like, right? Like, if I think of if I'm gonna think of any butt from the Xenoblade Chronicles series, it's gotta be Malos. Yeah, I won't have to worry about any punishments, just note Twitch can remove it at any point, unfortunately. Well, it could still be available in like the Discord server or something. But yeah, and anyway, that's not me trying to be like sexist by being like, oh yeah, the go-to butts are all the guy ones there. Like, I always preach on my streams like all about equality. And I do think that it is kind of silly that if like in media in general, if a guy is being stripped down, then it can be played for laughs and as a meme. But if a woman is being stripped down, it's typically seen as like a sexual kind of thing. That's the way that I think a lot of people, including myself, just from like the society I've been raised in, have been raised to kind of see things, you know? Like, I'm all about equality, you know? Look, we've got both sides kind of stripped down. Earlier in the playthrough, where we did like the whole swim team thing, I'm pretty sure I made my guy look ridiculous in my playthrough like several years ago. I tried to make her look ridiculous as well. Not sexualized, just meme silly look. And I thought I achieved the look pretty well, honestly. Like, I'm all for, like, breaking down the barriers of it means this thing in this case, it means this thing in the other case. Like, why can't it just mean the same thing with, like, both cases and stuff? But, I just, literally, but, if I'm thinking about, like, famous butts in games, like, I just think naturally of, like, a bunch of guys ones, like, the friggin' Solid Snake, or, like, Malos, or something like that. Is it just that, like, the game designers, like, pronounce them more with the guys or something like that? Or maybe it's, like, more of a commonly accepted meme because people are like, oh, it's a guy's one, so this is something that we should meme a bunch. And you would never do that with, like, a gal's butt? Like, is that just how things go socially and how meme culture works or something? Or, like, what is the reason for these things? I do find it interesting to think about those topics sometimes. Yeah, I think I accepted all the thingamabobs. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, for me it's both, and it's okay to be both, but also depends on context more than anything. Yeah, I think you can definitely tell intent in design a lot of the time as well when it comes to a lot of media. And that the intent matters. Before wrapping things up, is there anything that I grab things at and I can literally just go redeem out of curiosity? Where it's basically just done. Yeah, I'll pick those up on my own time and then like go redeem them, whatever the hell. Doesn't matter. Achieve the unbreakable sword. Is there anything that I have a whole bunch of stuff? Talk there. Oh, I got that sort of, I guess. But like, is there anything else? Oh yeah, I was doing this stuff. I might not bother with anything else. Just seeing if there was any collectible things that I've got all this stuff done in anyway. Oh, I got this one here. Or I can just go around doing them whenever. I probably did this one years ago. I can do it wherever. Here, I did this one. I'm pretty sure I did this one years ago as well. I can just redeem it whenever. Bobby's watch. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm gonna go redeem this one and I'm calling it a night, I think. That's what I'm doing. It's okay to sexualize butts in games, just don't do it with the ladies, but it's always just as the ladies. Yeah, and I mean, I feel like that's probably the way that a lot of media goes, where it's like, you know, if we do it with a guy, you know, that's fair game and no one's gonna think that's sexualized, but if we do it the other way, then everyone's gonna think that we're trying to make our games too sexual. What the heck? Is it like a time of day thing? What the heck? Where is the... Oh, during the day. Yeah, it is a time of day thing. Well, I do think that it is kind of interesting about, like, you know, what's okay and what's not in that, in that field. And, you know, pretty much inequality in things, which is why I'm all about equality. Look at the team.
That's great.
Hey, you're back. Did you find a piece of the light bulb that contained the information I was after? I did, actually. Here you go. Wow, this really does look like medical data. Nice going. This should at least point us to the cause of her condition. If it also listed treatment, so much the better. But even just knowing the cause may help us. It looks like we'll actually be able to help her get better. I just wish that that were the end of things. But, it seems the sick Noppun's lover took off in search of a cure. All he could really do was bank on discovering something during his travels. As he didn't expect you to show up with a cure for their incurable disease. Anyway, he must still be out there somewhere, wandering across Mira in vain. Kinda tragic, don't you think? I wish we could let him know there's hope for his girlfriend to get better. Plus, I'm sure she'd get better quicker with him around to give her support. This is a lot to ask as a tack onto my previous huge beg request, but, maybe track down that wandering Nuppun and tell him to hurry home. It's for her health and for love, so please. Oh, maybe I'll do that at some point. Oh, there's multiple places it can be? Wait, what? What? Where the heck? Oh, so it's the one where you go check out all the caravans and ask if he's there. I remember doing this one. I don't know if it was from my playthrough like years ago, or if I'm just remembering from like generally playing. If you're a sexual and a male, you are an alpha. If you're a sexual and a female, then you're a whore. That's how it treats. Yeah, that is the way that a lot of people kind of see it. Which, you know, again, I'm all for equality. That's the way that I be. But it is definitely interesting to see the different regards that people treat what is essentially the exact same thing, but just being done by the opposite sex. It's a, you know, kind of interesting society with interesting worldviews that we have here about, like, what's okay and what's not and stuff. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm tired as heck. You're gonna see what time it is when I save. Next time I stream this game is probably gonna be at Megaland. I can assure you that if the next time I stream this is at Megaland, that you are not gonna see us wearing this anymore. I'm gonna go back to trying to make my characters look kind of cool and varied and stuff. Maybe Mia will be in the party. Maybe she'll take the role of, like, Celica and Gajarg. It really depends on if I, want someone without Ghostwalker coming and taking the role of, like, Ether debuffing, I guess. Because, like, there is a little bit more safety with someone with Ghostwalker doing it. But yeah. Been 10 hours? How, what? I've not been streaming for 10 hours. Well, how long was I streaming in Final Fantasy VII before the stream went down? This stream has been going on for 8 hours in total with the Final Fantasy VII stuff, and I think I streamed for about 1 hour before it went down. Well, I think it's about 9 hours of streaming today, which is still a lot of streaming. Decent bit of Final Fantasy VII, decent bit of Xenoblade Chronicles X. But hey, now I have the things that I want to secure. I got the level 60 Hrustvelg Skull unlocked, along with, like, the super flight module that'll let me zoom around the world if I actually, like, grind and secure one of those on my own time. And, I got the final party member that I can, like, use to build my party however the heck. It was 90 hours playtime when you started? It was 90 and something. I think it was, like, 97 something or other. I believe. It definitely wasn't right at 90. But yeah. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. This is what I'm doing. We can contemplate these topics now late into the night. Take these to, what's the right term here? Not be like meditation topics, but just like one of those topics where it's like you lie in bed and just think about, like, huh, how is this perceived? How are things this way, you know? One of those kinds of topics. I don't know what the term for that would be. A lie in bed kind of topic. Debate about these topics now. and what it means for our society and stuff and all that stuff. Or just who cares and go to sleep like me. I'm just going to sleep now. But these are things I do actually think about sometimes. I am curious about. Yeah, or shower thoughts. It is honestly like good shower thoughts. Like, huh, it is kind of interesting how we see things in these different ways when, like, realistically, they are equivalent, you know? I think that it is interesting to think about those kinds of things, honestly. So, yeah, as I've discussed around here on stream, you know, clearly something that I've thought about before. And, yeah, let's just do the same with both sides. I did all this stuff with my guy 3 years ago, doing the same stuff with the gal, whether it be, like, looking cool or looking ridiculous. I try to achieve the same purposes. But yeah, well, I'm doing my part to breaking down the barrier of people interpreting it as different. I guess, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to sleep. It's 3:44 in the morning. Maybe the next time I stream this will be at Megaland. I don't think that there's anything else that I need to, like, get done on camera here anytime soon with this game. We are indeed. So, yeah, maybe next time we'll be at a LAN venue where I wear something a little bit more presentable to the LAN audience. Let's not be parading these ideas around in the middle of a public venue, though. Making everyone think that I'm some kind of freak. Anyway. So, yeah, whether I'm at home or I'm at a LAN event, until next time, take care and see ya.